Yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, head to honorableearners.com. We got the Honorable Snatched hoodies up there. We got the Honorable Earners clothing up there. We got Leak Moss CD, the Concrete Series, Volume 1. He got Bear Season coming out. Sea Moss Gold is 92 of the 102 minerals your body is made of. At 41, I look 22, 23. Let's give it a roughly 25. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of these bloggers are really upset at me too. Let's not forget, these dudes, not only do they imitate the King of Honor, and you could go around, go to their pages, go around and look, they're imitating me. And they're joking about it and they're watching me. One of the bloggers said, yo, I went on his page and I was looking at it and somebody said something on there, boom, boom, boom. You know, I get all the feedback back because it's almost like to the point, y'all stalking King Earner, I'm a man. You would think these individuals will have intelligent brains, you know, and get to the understanding that this boy winning right now. If he's winning in this area, get in line, man. Get in line. The Sea Moss, I barely work out. Look at this. That's Sea Moss, man. Shoulders getting all in play. I might do a little push-ups here and there, but the Sea Moss so honorable, you don't got to go through all that. Now, I want to get into 50 Cent's son. Not an inch of honor in this kitten vein. Let me give y'all something here. My dad really was never there for me. He always was with somebody else's wife taking care of their children. You see? It sounds crazy, but that's what my dad always done. Somebody else's woman and somebody else's children he always took care of. Jail. A couple times I was in jail. Well, all the times I was in the joint, he never really came to see me, except one time he wanted to get moving to one of my properties. You know, that was the only time he came to see me in jail. Like I said, he was taking care of people's children, got on drugs real bad, you know. I can remember when he got on drugs. I'll never forget this day. My mother came over. I was over there for the weekend. You know, I lived with my grandparents, but check out these two. I lived with my grandparents. I would go to my dad's on the weekend. My mom was at my grandmother's when my dad come to pick me up. So they cool, whatever. She said, take him here, take her here. They go. I'm a young boy. We down North Philly. We like off of 7th and Butler around that area. And back then they would call it blue tape. They had all type of different color, but it was coke. It was powder. She turned my father out right then and there and left. Down 4th and Wyoming, I swear to you, wallahi, that was the cleanest neighborhood that I ever seen down in that area before, that whole area. Crack came. This had to be about 85, some shit like that, 86. One of them years when crack just first hit, right before I came out on the steps, you know what I'm saying? And start hustling. My dad get hooked on the crack, lost his crib, but he kept his job. You know, he always worked for the union, had an honorable job, but he never done nothing really for me. My grandmother used to have to kind of damn near shake him down in order to help pay on lawyers and all that. I done had homicides where he had to, you know, would help to chip in to pay for the lawyer. My grandmother would do it, man. Lord forgive me taking her through that stress at a young age. Attempted murders, all type of stuff. And my dad would actually have to give some out of his check to help the lawyer, but he never would really come through. But at the end of the day, that's my father. Just like my mother is my mother. There's no way, shape, or form at all, period, would I ever in my life, I'm telling you guys, ever in my life, dishonor my father to deal with his enemy, his worst enemy, child. I don't care if it was, you know, patched up, they cool. No, I don't have to be violent to that individual, but I don't care what me and my dad is going through. I would never dishonor him like that. And I want all the youth, all the youngins, even the adults, man, take a look at this dishonor that this kid is doing amongst his father. Now you can kind of honestly see why 50 Cent backed up off of him. You see, at the end of the day, when you raise these kids, when you do things for these kids, and you give them money and things of this nature, you take care of the mother, a lot of people don't know probably what he's actually done for the mother, that side of the family, everything. And to have his kid do something dishonorable like that shows his quality of who he truly is. And it's obviously he doesn't have his father in him, because I don't got that type of dishonor coming from 50 Cent. Everybody get mad at me and say, oh, 50 a rap, 50, I ain't nothing, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all talking about a rap song, man. How are y'all implementing rap music into anything that got to do with the streets, man? I don't care what names he said. If he never, ever, ever said names like pointing out exactly what the hell that y'all claiming, then don't say it, because it's BS. You know? He don't deserve, that man don't deserve to have his child on Instagram and all that with that dude's son, man, with Supreme's son. And I don't have nothing against Supreme. I'm just saying in reference to, it ain't nothing on Supreme, and it's on the young boy. Who would do that? Why would you ever go against your father like that? Kids, look at this. Pay attention. I just told you guys, my dad basically became a crackhead because my mother turned him on to it, right? And guess what? I'm still not going to go against my father, man, for no human being. Listen, man, last couple weeks ago, my dad called me. He said that my little brother was acting up. He said, you know, I'm older. He told me, he said, I'm older. I'm older, son, I'm older. You know, can you talk to him? I called him and told him, yo, leave my father alone. He was like, man, you know, it's my dad too, but nah, no buts. Listen to this point of it I'm giving again. Leave my father alone, because I go crazy about my father. It's incidents that have happened. Family members know. Don't play with me when it comes down to my father, regardless of anything. Children, don't trade on your father. If your father tried, that's all you needed. My dad tried. Although he took care of other people's family and all of that, but he tried. He did say here. From time to time, he did do. He just didn't do it the type of father that I am. I wouldn't do that to my children. You see what I'm saying? Make them wait, and if they in jams, I'm going to come forth there first. Nothing else is before them. Bottom line, unless it's something that I know that's, you know, I'm going to enable them to get in trouble, then I won't do it. But I spoil my children. And I got children. I got my oldest son, me and him. I'm not going to say we got a relationship like 50 Cent and his son, but we got kind of like a distance joint. But guess what? He knows that it's dishonor to ever go against me by standing or sitting with anyone. You see? Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to pure honor, when it comes down to facts, when it comes down to truth, I tried. A lot of jails, a lot of in and out of the can disappointed him. And I understand that part of it. But I'll never go against the grain. He can call me any second of his life, and I'm near and I'm going. If he needs me, I don't care what I got. I'm going to give it all up, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all, youngins, don't ever go against your father. That's the worst of honor. That's treason. That has something to do with you breaking off a relationship tied with your family. And even Islam, you're not able to do it. You're not able to say, nix my father. The only way you're allowed to get away from your father, and even to a certain extent, you still have to acknowledge him as your father. But if he start forcing shirk on you and trying to get you to change, you got to get away from that religion and boom, boom, boom. Then you get away from him. And you stay away from him until he goes back. But you still check up here and there. Pop, what's up? You all right? Oh, you on that again, man. Love you, man. Whatever, I'm going. At the end of the day, that's your father. Youngins, don't never go against your father. Don't listen to what 50 Cent son is doing. Don't pay attention to what he's doing, because what he's doing is embarrassing him. He's embarrassing himself. He's not embarrassing 50 Cent at this point. 50 Cent is cool in life. His son can be cool also. But at the end of the day, he don't know what 50 Cent check out the day tomorrow. He might not be on that wheel. I mean, It's not about you caring about that. But if you're the person's child, you want the honors. But he just won't. And most of them don't understand until it's too late. They being managed is what my grandmother called it. My grandmother calls it being managed because at the end of the day, you cannot snatch through grabbing. Had to. You know why? Your honor ain't intact. It makes me feel some type of way to see children going against their parents. Parents that didn't smoke crack. Parents that didn't do negative things against their child. Parents that put it all on the line in the streets before they even got into the rap game. You see? Putting it all on the line. You listen to the music. You hear the story. You grasp it and you say, damn, this how I was. I was raised by who? My grandparents, although my mother was strung out on crack, but she was the roughest G in the hood. And anybody know that? And I grew up just like her. She's still living though. That's different from what 50 Cent got going on. My mother is still living. And the last normal conversation we had was 1993. I still wouldn't change against my mother. And guess what? I tries to reach out. I tries to go find her. I tries to go love her and hug her. But she carries it one way. Concrete. Anybody asks about King Garner in his old neighborhood or wherever he was at and they said about his mother, they'll tell you I made every part of the neighborhood stop serving her. Every part of them. They stopped sneaking doing it. I was catching them sneaking doing it. You hear me? When dudes from other towns came up, tried to go in my mind, what I do? I won over Clearview. When that old head or whatever his name was, I forgot Barry or whatever, boom, knock him clean out by my mom. And everybody over there was with me based off honor. You see? So when you talk of these matters and everybody expect an individual just to be chill on it and you a man, no, that burns me up to see people going against you because I have had those type of things happen to me. You do everything you can do. You give, you show love, you support. And the first chance they get, they turn their back on you. They switch sides so quick. How quickly they forget. No remembrance of anything that has to do with pure honor. No remembrance of anything with them having an understanding that I have reached over mountains. I have tried to climb them. Going around them, up the side, or whichever you want to call it. And guess what? I still didn't get the same love back. And that's what 50 got going on. Then you get a dude like Floyd. Come on, y'all, come on. You start seeing stuff like, damn, he a live guy. The things and the people that come around him, they see the liveness, and because they can't always get down with the liveness, they say to themselves, damn, I'm hate on him. And that's the only you can tell. The only person that he really got on his side is the boy Yayo. And this is from the outside looking in. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you how I know certain things. Me and 50 Cent uncle was in jail together, right? His name is Trainer. We was in the feds together. Far as I know of him, I don't know too much, but far as I knew of him, his honor was intact. Far as I know of him, his honor was intact, and he would give me different things. I remember when he had different females that, you know, back when Fifth was in his bagness when I was in jail, they'd be talking on the phone, old head to come back and feed the whole jail. God damn, I just hung up with Sierra, or I just hung up with this person, and it would help motivate us because come from the same type of mentality we do, the same type of environment we do, the same atmosphere we come from. So when I see so many people hate, it's just like, from a distance, y'all just jealous. Everything is so jealous, man. Everybody is so jealous, even down to his own damn son. Jealous of things that he can have. Don't you understand? I even look at these bloggers, I be laughing. These dudes is mimicking me. They acting like me. It's not a fact of the matter of me could ever be upset. Somebody called me. They said, his. Ooh, boy. When we catch this, I said, listen here, homie. That guy's a kitten. Let that kitten go. Let him do whatever he's doing. He's giving the most honorable promotion I could ever have. From the people that make blogs about me is where I get a lot of my subscribers. The people hear them talking. They comes here to this place here, King Erna podcast, as I would say. They look at my eyes, right? They look at my face. They look at my hair. They look at my hands. Yeah, they big. I've rumbled all my life. Look at them Jones. Look. Yeah. But other than that, they see cleansiness. No dirt on my nails. Nothing in my eyes. Ain't look like I just walked over. I ain't on here blowing, trying to be cool and all that nonsense. These guys should be ashamed to say they've been in this YouTube game for all this time. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. These dudes been in this YouTube game all this time, and all they got is a background similar to mine's? You mean to tell me these crumbs don't invest in themselves? This gonna be the first lane I ever ate off of that I can get past everyone else quickly, the same way I used to do in the streets. You know why? They wasn't with the 3 in the morning to the next 3 in the morning to the next 3 in the morning with the same clothes on. I might slide in a fiend house in the bathroom, change underwear, all that, put everything back on the block earning. And some days I just said rocket. Y'all got me mixed up, and it's an earn for me. I can help my community. You think I care about when people say, oh, that's a fraud? Nah. Only people that care about that is the frauds. I'm an individual that really do this. We talking, listen, all together 65 speakers as a whole. That ain't even in a 2-year period. We talking damn near 37 in my community. Around my community, within the school systems and stuff like that, 65 stamped, certified, based off honor. And a lot of people will let you know. Them teachers, the schools, they'll give it to you. Main man was doing it free at first. Yeah, I was. And then they honored me. Can't never, ever, ever, ever turn my back on Camelot Academy. I could never do it. That's what I'm saying. You seeing 50 Cent son doing stuff like this. I'm talking about mere people that ain't even a family member of mine. People I just met. But they gave me a chance because they said, you know what? No matter how aggressive this man is coming, his message has substance. I can go on this platform and not mention anybody anymore in reference to names. I do it for a reason. It ain't to get numbers. It ain't to get no coins. It's because I know them children know them and they connect. Y'all said, oh, they ain't know nothing about Alpo. That's BS. Damn Dash and them put that movie together. That's the best movie in the world right now. It's coming after they competing. They saying sometimes people saying it's passing Scarface. We're talking serious numbers here. We're talking about a serious platform where you saw the vision of something that really happened. You know how many children is attached to that? Y'all missing out. Y'all not catching on. But I want to continue to let the world understand and know that King Erna is here to stay. Inshallah ta'ala, if it's decreed by him. These crumbs can't get in my business. They can't. They know it. These dudes got almost 100,000 subscribers, 100-something subscribers, and bruh, they barely touching 20 every joint. The only one I can tell you that I can see, and this don't got nothing to do with no Joe stuff, this don't got nothing to do with nothing, it's called based off honor. The only one keeping their numbers of honor and keeping a big number is Hassan Campbell. That's just keeping it a buck. Keeping it a buck. But guess what? It's from people hating him also. You dig? Same thing with me. People are hating me. And guess what? When it comes to brothers like him, sturdy individual that's doing his job in a platform and the way he do it, gotta respect that man. When it comes down to other brothers, I hear about the dudes that's supposed to be connected and all that to people I know. Okay, I respect it on them terms. But other than that, If King Erna is coming to snatch honor, I'm coming to snatch honor. Bottom line. And can't nobody stop it. No one tells me who honor to snatch. But I snatched 50 Cent son honor a few minutes before for a reason. And that reason was sturdy. And guess what? In a court of honor, that hump, that young mutt, lost his honor. He has lost. He is guilty of treason against his own father. No honor in his veins. HonorableEarners.com. Here did ASAP. And remember, y'all see me? Huh? I'm glowing, even with a little sweat. CMOS Gold, listen to me. They can't get in my business. Y'all know it. Live and direct.